welcome to another exciting episode of my Filipino adventure. I'm Mike, your American tour guide. Yna is in the shower, which is a good time for me to make a video just by myself. I haven't done this in quite a long time. Just you and me talking, like the old days. So, I'm gonna give you a couple updates. I was gonna snack on one of these delicious cookies that Yna made today. These each have like 2 grams of carbs. Almond flour, some organic cacao for the chocolate, some of the monk fruit sugar, which has basically 0 carbs, some nuts and some coconut. Delicious. I won't eat one in front of you, but they're really good. So that combined with some weird hair thing going here, with the intermittent fasting, we're back on schedule again. And okay, so I'm going to give you some updates. Immigration updates. I'm going to just start out by saying this. If you are planning to go through what we plan to, if you're going to go get your K1 visa, I'm going to tell you right up front, everything they tell you at the beginning of the K1 visa, make at least 4 copies of everything. Because every time you turn around, that's what they want. They want basically a lot of the same exact stuff. So your birth certificates, make 4 copies. Your passport, make 4 copies of your passport. Make 4 copies of your divorce decree. What happened is we made a couple copies, and then the last time around we sent in, and I didn't know it, but we sent in my last copy. So I had to go all the way back up to the Oakland or the Livingston County Circuit Court and get another copy, which is like 15 bucks. So make at least 4 copies of everything, because when you do your K1 visa, you send that into the Homeland Security in USCIS for investigation. When you go to the interview, they're going to want all that. They don't usually take it all. They only take a few things that they want, but bring that with you then. Then when you come back, you have to send in your adjustment of status, your 485, your early parole, so you can travel early, and your early work permit, and you'll need copies for those. Now we're going to our interview in 2 days, the last step hopefully for a long time, and they want all this stuff again, all these copies again. So this is all the stuff that they want. So make 4 copies of everything, save yourself some time. Some stuff is new for each application, and if it's new, go ahead and make copies of that also, because you might need that in the next phase. But trust me, save yourself a lot of headache. Just make tons of copies. We just made 1 copy of each at the beginning. We ended up having to make more and more and more. And by the time it's over with, this is what we have to bring to our interview. They want all these. But this, see this? This is just 1 copy of all the stuff that we've been through so far. It's like a thesis. It's your, you can get your master's in immigration. By the time you're done, you're going to have your master's. The thing weighs a ton. I can't tell you how much stuff's in here. This is copies and things that we've received from immigration to just everything. So trust me, make copies, lots of copies. And this is what you're going to have when we're all done. And this is what we have now. We had a couple last minute entries. I wonder if she has any of this stuff out here. We got this today. Let's cover this up. But her health insurance card. So she's got the health insurance starting as January 1st. She wasn't covered for the last 5 months because my enrollment is only in twice a year. So I guess there is special circumstances where you can do it, but I just waited until the new year. Now, this was important. We wanted to make sure we got this card before we left for our interview, because this is one of the things that's really important for your final interview. They want to make sure that she's got health insurance, and she's not going to be a burden to the state, that she's not going to go on welfare and need Medicaid and things like that. They don't want to bring in people that's just going to tax or be a burden to our welfare system. So this is good. This is very, very, very important. I'm so glad that we got this. Now there's another thing too here. She just had it out, or maybe it's in her purse. I don't care. Oh wait, maybe it's in here. Bear with me. Another exciting thing that she got was, she got her state ID, which is not mandatory for the K1 or the immigration system, but she did get her state ID with her photo. Looks just like a driver's license, but just a state ID. We got this today, her health insurance card. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we really needed before we left. I think we got everything covered. Like I said, at this stage, they're not going to deny us if we don't have something. They're just going to tell us to mail it in. They're not going to, at this stage of the game, we're so far on. I'm not worried about us being denied at all at this point. Okay, so that's going to happen Thursday, so I won't make a video until then. I'm sure I'll make a video after to let you guys know what's going on. Also, another update for Yna. It's all about Yna. We signed her up for driving lessons because I'm not going to teach her. No way. Never in a million years. I try to teach my kids, and we almost stopped talking over that. Plus, I'm sure Yna is no different than my kids. They don't want to listen to me. They'll listen to somebody else. Plus, they have the brakes on the other side. So that starts February 3rd. 2-hour classes. I don't know. It's about 12 weeks long, the class. She takes 24 hours of classes, 6 hours of driving, and then she'll take her test, and then she can get a driver's permit, and then it takes a while because she's really amped up to get a job right now. And I told her, let's get your driver's license first, so in case, because I work, I'm pretty flexible. I can drive her back and forth to work as I need to, since I own the company, and I can take the time to do that. But at the same time, it'd be good just to have some of the jobs she's applying for, like nurse's aide, things like that. They want you to be mobile, so you can go to different clients' houses. So we got that. So driver's licenses, or driving school is next. And I think that's about it for our updates. I do want to send out thoughts and let's let people by the Taal volcano know that we're thinking about them. If you go back to May of our videos, you'll see that we climbed the top of Taal volcano. We have 2 separate videos on that. And it's funny because in one section of the video, I asked the lady who has a little shop at the top of the rim, I said, well, so you get some small eruptions, but no big eruptions. She goes, yeah, no big eruptions. And that was in May. So what is it, 6-8 months later, and boom. And the other interesting thing about that trip to Taal volcano was we were staying at this little San Roque Paradise Resort. It's right on the lake. And it was just kind of an older private resort. It wasn't a big resort with pools and all that stuff. It was, it was like $30 a night. It wasn't anything special. And we were the only ones there except for one other guest, and it was a Belgian scientist. He was a volcanologist, and he was there studying the volcano. And he said in September, his contract ran out. So he's been studying it for years, and he told us basically, everything seems normal. So it shows you what they know. And in the video, if you go back and watch our Taal volcano video, he's in a boat, and I have it on video. He's in a little boat in the lake, and he's going to the center of the volcano to make some tests or take some readings or whatnot. And we talked to him that evening, and I wish I had the camera rolling, but I didn't. So anyway, it looks like things could go bad at any moment now. They're saying it's 4 out of 5, and I think that it could erupt big time. So let's hope and pray that nothing bad happens to those people. I was concerned about that little lady who had that little snack bar at the very ridge. Her name was Zabeth, and she was super cool. I really liked her, and she was so nice to us. But I heard that no one had been killed yet, so she was not at the top of the volcano when it erupted. Thank God. So she's safe, and let's hope that everybody else is safe. So it's crazy. We got volcanoes, earthquakes in Puerto Rico. We got Australia is on fire. And it's like an animal genocide. They said like 1 billion animals have been killed so far. And people, not 1 billion people, but people are in danger, but the animals are getting the brunt of this. And then our political situation with Iran and Iraq it's not starting out to be a good year. I was hoping for a pretty stress-free year, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty crazy year. So anyway, that's our update for today. We'll be back after we go through our immigration interview in a couple days, and we'll give you an update for that. So you know the program from here on out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you have subscribed, go ahead and ring the bell. Let you know next time I post a video. Like, share, comment. If you'd like to help out the channel, there's a link to the Patreon below. Throw us a few shekels to help the channel grow. And until next time.